Historic Uptown Yucaipa.
Stardate, March 29.
Talk 102.3 FM Riverside. Thank you, America, for making us radio's number one format for 8 years. Talk 102.3 FM Riverside. KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind. Nope.
The doctor is in. Welcome to the Psychic Love Doctor Show with host Deborah Lee. Deborah has been practicing, teaching, and perfecting the personal prophecy card reading method for 20 plus years. This life-affirming, highly perceptive reading method has taught Deborah how to zero in on specific problems with relationships, career pursuits, and current roadblocks to success and happiness. This inspiring show will help you never feel helpless in life or love ever again. Now, here's your host, Deborah Lee.
Hello, and welcome to Friday, and welcome especially to the Psychic Love Doctor Show. I am here with my adorable co-host, Lauren. Hello. You know, she rides shotgun with me on Fridays. I also have some folks live here in our little studio, so they will be providing also some feedback, input, comments here and there. In the meantime, we'd like to mention that we will be giving free on-the-air readings. If you are joining us via Facebook Live, you would be therefore on the Psychic Love Doctor show page, and you'd be able to participate too. However, phone calls do take priority. And we will be shooting that phone number on Facebook Live. And Lauren will be happy to share.
That phone number is going to be 909-792-5222.
Well, with that said, we'll wait, for your calls. In the meantime, we thought we'd do a little bit of a checkup on some of the celebrities that have been in and out of the news lately. Those of you who are joining us for the first time, you might be wondering, what kind of readings is she giving here? Well, the readings I am giving are called personal prophecy readings. My grandmother taught me this method back in, oh my goodness, like 1982. And what makes it so incredibly empowering and revolutionary and life-changing is that we are literally able to alter the future just by sitting in the present and looking at that future, peering down the road. What's on that path? What don't we want on that path? How can we, improve what we have in our lives? And yes, all of these things are incredibly capable using this method. And those of you who are watching either the KCAA podcast or you are watching us right now on Facebook Live, I am holding up for you an ordinary deck of playing cards. Just so you know, this is not tarot. It's not Oracle, Angel, any of the other systems that are out there, which are all wonderful. But this is the only method that I use. Now, we were talking about celebrities earlier.
Yes, we were.
And I was asked by a member of our little audience, what is the scoop with Meghan Markle?
Meghan Markle.
Yes, right now. Well, first of all, I want to put out a bit of a disclaimer. Remember, these readings are for informational and entertainment purposes only. So please, if you happen to know any of these celebs, don't run to them and say, I'm out here, casting spells on them or anything else. I'll
be calling Meghan right after the show. This is deplorable.
Well, I know, but we have to. The public wants to know, so we're going to fill them in.
Let's do it.
I looked at her cards just before the show started, and I'm going to tell you, I really believe that Meghan had an entirely different idea of what marriage to Prince Harry was going to entail. First of all, the baby's wonderful. That's an added, plus for her.
Okay.
But she really thought she was going to be a member of the jet set, and they were going to travel and have fun, and this was going to be more like, say, a Hollywood marriage than a British monarchy marriage. Well, poor Megan is in for a big surprise. Yeah, they paraded her around in the beginning, but the truth is, once she has that baby, I don't care if she has 14 nannies, her place is expected to be at home, and he will do the most of the traveling, and probably a lot of the having fun too. So she's not going to be real happy with that. I do see that her father is having some serious health issues. He would really love to connect with her, but I think that she's going to hold out. She is going to stick with her new British family and try to keep that rascal out of the picture. Will this marriage actually last? Right now I'm seeing that it has a good chance to at least make it, I think, to the 5-year mark. One of the big contention for Megan is not being able to spend as freely as she would like. Yeah, you remember, these folks over there involved with the monarchy, this is cameraman here, how far back does that actually go with kings and queens? And it's got to be several hundred years. Yeah. Several hundred. And some of their practices run pretty deep. Their protocols, their culture. So she is running up against quite a bit of frustration in that respect. Come on, folks, you need to call us. We're waiting for you. You had asked me also, Lauren, about...
I had asked you about Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, because everybody's been talking about whether or not they're really hooking up, or, is it just professional?
Yeah. What I perceive is strictly a business relationship. They will likely do other films together. I don't see this as, a hanky-panky or pussyfooting around. First of all, he is with someone who seems to matter quite a bit to him. He would like to parlay the, what did you call it, the on-screen, the chemistry that he shares with Lady Gaga. He would like to parlay that into even more, profit.
Movies and projects and
stuff.
Because they do have good chemistry for sure.
They do, but I'm not seeing it's anything more. There's no... secret love affair here.
If he had been single, do you think something would have happened?
I have a hard time with that because I didn't see any cards to indicate the potential for that. She looks to me as someone in the cards who goes into a project and keeps it strictly on the up and up in many ways. Even though she's portrayed herself, if you've seen some of the photography she's done, a little bit on the risque side. But you know what? It's all part of her game.
Okay, well, if Bradley Cooper were single and I was single, do you think that... No, I'm just kidding. I'm done talking
Would
about
he
that
come charging into Virginia Beach to rescue you from a life of hairdressing?
He would hear me singing a song in the shower, and then he would say, "My God, what is that voice?" And then I would come out, and then he would say, "This is a voice that needs to be heard. Are you a songwriter?"
Oh, my. Well, her balloon never lands, does it?
Sorry.
That's all right, honey. Have your dreams.
Oh, that's cute.
You never know. Now, that might turn out to be a movie.
Right.
It could. It sounds like a movie. I've seen.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So Meghan Markle's sad. She's a sad princess. Boo-hoo, I'm a princess. Ooh.
Well, they really rushed into it, if you think about it. It was a rush deal. A lot of it I've said in readings before about Prince Harry is that he did a lot of this out of rebellion toward his grandma. I mean, this...
Okay.
But
listen, have you been to London? Have you been to the Royal... I've been to London, okay? I've been to the palace. I've been around there. I was at all Henry VIII's old place. And let me tell you, it is gorgeous, okay? I wouldn't care. You know what? I might be fine with it. I'd be like, hey, Henry... I get it, in a couple of years, you're going to off with my head, but it's beautiful. It is so lovely.
Money does not buy happiness, Lauren.
Money doesn't buy happiness, but you know what does buy happiness? if I had my royal jewels and my beautiful grounds to walk on, and I had somebody to bring me coffee and walk my dogs for me, there's some perks.
You don't think it would get old pretty fast?
Not in 3 months.
Poor folk don't look very happy.
No, they don't. But if you look at a lot of the rich folk, they don't look all that thrilled either a lot of the time.
Well, I tell you what, Meghan Markle.
Okay.
Get it together.
I think we should
But
turn.
I did hear that she really liked her whole thing that she had going on. Read a story article about it, because what was she doing? What did she do? Like acting?
She was
Actoring.
acting.
I never
Actoring.
heard that.
Actoring. She was
Acting, modeling, whatever.
I
She
know.
was
Outside
doing all
doing
the
some
ins,
actoring.
all the birds.
Shush now.
She also had a skincare line that
Yeah.
the queen kiboshed that.
Yeah. So she's really not wanting to. She wants to be that independent person. she's
She
not
can't write or sign autographs. I mean,
Too bad, so sad, Meghan Markle.
the thing is, they make her seem like she was a streetwalker or some kind of artistic prostitute.
Right.
I think Harry's fun. I think Harry is fun. I think he might smoke a little of the wacky tobacco
Oh my
when
gosh.
the monarchy's not looking, and I think they have a good time. That's what I
Isn't he
think.
the one that got naked playing pool in Las
think
Vegas?
so. I
He
think
sure
it's
did.
I'm sure Grandma was not amused.
Boosh, yeah.
He's like one of those like cute little bad grandsons though. That's like, haha, Grandma, sorry I was nude.
Sounds
And then
like you
she's-
have a little bit of a crush on
I
it.
think so
I
too.
don't.
I
I
think
don't.
you want to be where
I'm not-
Maggie is.
I'm not a big Ginger fan. You know.
Oh my.
No, I'm not.
gosh.
I mean, not. I love you, but
Well,
man-wise, I'm not a huge.
yeah, and especially when you start looking at hair in other body places, it's almost like clownish, if you catch my
Well,
drift.
maybe it's not that. Maybe it's
Like
darker.
you're getting
Just
into the
saying.
clown car. What?
Oh, well, I'm just saying that once they disrobe and you're with a ginger, what are you...
The Ring of Fire.
Well, maybe so. All right, let's go to
Oh,
Tamika
Lordy.
from Virginia.
Tamika from Virginia. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Well, I think we're having some fun.
How are you doing? What can we help you with? Do you feel bad for Meghan Markle? That poor girl.
No
I
one
know,
feels
I
bad for
know.
her.
Sitting in her little ivory tower.
You don't feel bad?
Well,
No.
you know what? I think she knew what she was signing up for.
I think.
There it is.
Would you feel bad? Would you be so sad to leave
Not
every
at all. I
Virginia
mean, it's a royal
behind?
family.
The
Not
family.
at
Yeah,
all,
I
you
guess
know, she signed
family's
up for the
important. You
Never
have to-
having to pay Dominion power again.
Mhm.
Or stinking water bill out here.
Oh, yeah, just imagine.
I'm
Property
taking
tax.
No property tax. That could be something.
it. Just look down at all of your.
Tamika, are you happy this evening? What are we going to help you with?
I just wanted to know if there was any general message from Spirit, where I'm at right now, as far as in my life. Is there any message or?
Sure. Can you give us a few details about where you are at right now?
Right now, you know, I'm generally pretty happy. Looking at moving, looking at a transition in the next few months or so. Like I said, I still live in Virginia. But, you know, my 9 to 5 is fine. I'm looking at transitioning into, you know, what I really want to do. And right now I'm looking at the possibility of going back to school. So
Ooh,
that's another
nice.
thing that I've been looking at.
Do you have children? A
Yes.
husband?
All the above.
So she has children.
So, what made you
Yes,
want to
and
go
a
back
husband.
to school?
Basically, you know, a career that, you know, I love to assist people with, you know, law and different things of that nature. So that's what I'm looking at.
Very nice, very nice. So Deb is laying out the cards for you, but I am very excited for you, and it sounds like you have some interesting things on the horizon.
She does. And one thing I want to mention to everybody watching, I am not just doing a 1 or 2, 3 card pull. I am actually laying out a full 24-card layout, which you would get if you were, say, coming to my office in Virginia Beach, or if I were communicating with you in a phone reading. I don't want this to be, just a quickie little pull. I want to see what your playing field is really like. Mm-hmm. So for you, Tamika, I want you to know that it's as if your path ahead for you is going to be magical. And I don't use that phrase very often. But what I'm seeing here is you make the decision. Spirit is saying to let you know that you decide on which field or area that you want to go into, go to school and get all the credentials that you need, and you are literally going to have a golden ticket. I think that the past has been dicey at times for you, Tamika, where you've had struggles and hardships, and those days are going to be over. That's good news, isn't it?
Yeah.
And people that have let you down in the past, and there are some, I do see them around you, the thing to remember is they've entered our lives for a reason. Often that's to teach us something. Even the ones that hurt us are there with a purpose. Yes. And once we can look back in hindsight, once it's all behind us, we're able to go, oh, now I see that it was either a lesson in trust or faith or...
it was a lesson or a blessing.
Right.
And I like that. That's true. So I say, from right now, you calling up, this was a really good thing for you to do. It confirms to you what you already know in your heart, that you are going places. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because as much as people will have our best interests at heart, a lot of times they want to cling to us and keep us where they're at because they know that they will lose us. Right. So they will often be, naysayers. Oh, don't do that. You're too old, or there's too much competition. Well, you know what? The thing is, with competition, there's always going to be that one that gets to the top of the mountain first.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. So you just keep that fire burning in your belly, my dear. You're going to go places. I don't see you staying in Virginia forever. There will be a nice relocation. And in the meantime, enjoy every single day. You've got children that are growing up in the blink of an eye. I have 5 sons. In the blink of an eye, it seemed, now they're out on their own. They're in the world. Some of them are being good, productive citizens. And that it will all be behind you. So treasure it. Enjoy it.
Okay.
Right. So it looks good. It looks very good. I don't see any signs of failure for you. So keep that thought in mind, that there is not failure ahead of you. It's all going to be a brilliant success. I love it. I wish I had your cards.
Yeah, me too.
Dun, dun, dun.
So thank you, Tamika. Please stay in touch with us. You can always get another reading, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That was a great beginning.
It sure was.
Facebook.
What?
That was a Facebook caller.
Oh, well, thanks.
Ah.
There you go. See, she probably heard me say, Facebook people, we will try to get to you, but if you call in, you're going to get priority.
Absolutely. Now, moving on, we have Tina from New Jersey.
Yay,
Tina! What would Friday night be without Tina?
I know, we have to ask for Kyle, though. That's first things first.
Oh, go.
Tina!
Hey, happy Friday! It's a psychic party.
Happy Friday!
I missed you last week.
Oh,
you were sick, Lauren.
you missed me?
Yes, you have to be there with your funny comments on the side. I love Deborah and Kyle, but I was like, where is she?
Well, she was under the weather, unfortunately.
I was under the weather. Well, thank you for missing me. That makes me feel so special.
Oh.
You all appreciate it, yes.
Well,
I missed you, Tina.
Oh, thank you. Now tell us, Tina, how are things in New Jersey for you and Kendrick?
Well, everything is well. Just want to do my little weekly check on me and Kendrick.
Right, it's like getting your blood pressure checked, only better.
Yes.
We have to ask
Yeah.
about.
What do we?
Right.
Kyle sent you a recipe.
Hey,
this week.
Kyle! Thank you, Kyle. Yes, he's cool in the back. Okay.
Yes, he is.
So, did you make it?
No, I didn't make it yet. I know he would want me to represent well, so I have to wait.
Okay, you're right. And no dish can be made before it's time. Timing is everything.
Right.
Listen to that laugh.
My dishes are usually made after it's time.
After.
Right, when they're dead in the oven, that kind of thing.
No, I don't. I used to love cooking, and I don't
No,
know.
you have no time.
I used to love it too, but I've got a chef in residence now.
Oh.
So thanks to Kyle, Chef Kyle.
All
He
right.
does put a little spin on your food, though, all the time.
He
So
does.
tuna salad has turned into tuna a la jalapeno.
Everything's spicy.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tina, I have to tell you that things we have. First of all, the one thing, the best thing that you and Kendrick share is this wonderful relationship. They really are connected. And even though he's a quieter sort, remember what we said last week, still waters run deep? There's a lot going on in that guy. Now, one thing I'd like you to remember is that there is a female here that he likes to occasionally talk to. We discussed this, didn't we, last time?
Yes, we did.
Well, I want you to know that my reading is showing that he is setting her straight, that it is strictly friendship. It'll never be anything more. And she's pretty depressed about that because she had this big plan that she was going to be able to sweep him off his feet. And he wouldn't even know who Tina was anymore. Mm-hmm. And that didn't happen.
Well, we can't forget about Tina.
No, so I think that this guy has got it bad for you. He really does.
Good.
Yep, you're under his skin, honey, and even if the two of you have, because I do see the possibility of the two of you having a disagreement coming up soon, and it concerns the home front, something pertaining to the home. And when this happens, even when you both have a big spat, I see that it seems to really ignite some fires of passion.
Ooh.
Tina's got to have some secrets. Tina, what are your love secrets? What do you do to keep this Kendrick so interested in you?
I don't think it's rated PG.
We're all friends here. What happened? No one else will know. No.
No one else
Not
will
all
know.
the people or anything.
Well, that's
He's
okay. Go
He's
ahead.
a police officer, and he's like used to being in control. But I'm kind of like an alpha female too, so I used to throw him up against the wall and do stuff like that. So that kind of shocked him. So I think I kind of.
So he can be. So he has like a submissive side too.
I'm sorry, say it again.
I said he has like a submissive side too. So he's not just dominant; he's submissive too.
Yeah, he's so calm, and I guess we're both alphas, and that is so funny. Like, he would come over my house with the gun, and I threw him up against the wall, and
Oh, hello.
Well, I think once in a while he should be told he's a very naughty boy and get a spanking.
I tell you what, some people say they can be submissive, but some people are bad submissives, and it doesn't work out very well. You tell them to go make you some coffee or go get something, and they're like, okay, well, I'll do it later. I'm like, I told you now. Maybe I'm a bad dominant. I try to tell people what to do. I'm like, I want now.
I think Tina's got some
Tina.
secret
I need to work on my
strategy.
Tina.
Well, Tina, things look good. I tell you, this relationship is awesome for the both of you. And it is heading in the direction of a commitment. I mean, like a real official one. So keep thinking those good thoughts. Keep that man happy. And I know others out there are saying, oh, why should she have to keep the man happy? You know, why shouldn't he be keeping her happy?
Everybody should be keeping everybody happy.
Right. And if the man is happy, the woman it gets to be. Look at her. Lauren's making faces
But
at me.
why does this lady keep coming for him? Like, he will put somebody in his place. He puts me in my place all the time, so I know he put her in her place.
Tina, it's always a pleasure to hear from you. We gotta run, and we'll talk to you next week, okay?
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Oh, you're welcome, honey. Take care. We are now going to pause for station identification.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, K292 FQ Riverside, and K293 CF Moreno Valley.
You're back with the Psychic Love Doctor show, and we are going down the list of those waiting in the wings for readings. So please, if you want to get a free on-the-air card reading, you just need to get on the list. And the number is?
That phone number is 909-792-5222. And that was my seductive voice.
Yes.
I'm working on like a Russian one. I want to sound like a sexy Russian spy.
Can you do it yet?
I would like you to call 909-792-5222. I am a Russian spy, but I am not colluding with Trump. Did you like that? Was that good? Yeah, a little bit. I still got to work on it, but it's all right.
Keep working on it.
I'll work on it back to the grindstone.
And another one of our favorites is Danielle.
Danielle from Texas. Hey!
Hello, darling.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, how are y'all? Happy Friday.
Oh, I think we're doing well.
Happy Friday.
Yep, happy Friday to you, too.
How
are you, girl?
I'm doing good. I had a good week. Of course, I always call. I'm the weekly caller, just updating y'all with my story.
We always want a full report.
We'll get afraid if you don't call in. It's to that point, we're going to be like, we need to send out a search team. Danielle didn't call. We need to see how she's doing. It's to that point.
I had a good week. Me and Isaac had I went to see him for lunch, and the weather's warming up in Texas, so we sat outside and had like a picnic for a lunch for his birthday.
That's lovely.
Yes,
Did I hear there was more than lunch going on?
No, just only time to eat. That's all.
Okay, well.
I heard another word thrown in there.
We both did, but that's okay. We had lunch. It was nice. Isaac is great. We're doing good. And Deb's going to do the cards.
I heard it was warm in and...
Oh.
And I'm like,
She
where?
said warm in Texas. It was
warm in Texas.
Not Texas.
Oh, she thought it was
No, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We both heard something that wasn't there. We both have dirty minds over here today.
Damn sense.
You have to have a dirty mind in Virginia, I
Clean
think.
your filthy mind up over there.
I need to put my filter in. It's
Well,
been
Tina,
changed.
what would you like to know for your reading this evening?
Let's see. I guess just what's in the future for us, maybe. Just a checkup, I guess. Just a weekly checkup.
Check in on you and the Isaac.
Got it.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. We're checking in on the you and the Isaac. So what are you doing right now, Danielle?
Right now, I'm just working on my announcements because I'm done with my 2-year degree because I was at.
Oh, good for you!
Yay!
Good for you!
So I'm just
Very
working on my
nice.
announcements. Gonna order some for the family.
Excellent. Is Isaac gonna go?
I'm gonna give him an invitation. I told him about it. I'm pretty sure he will.
Have him escort you. Don't guys still do that anymore?
Like not
I don't
across
know.
the stage, but
No, but bring, for the girl to be on his arm.
Yes, take pictures. Cute little pictures for you to remember after you two are all married. Up and
Well, it's
everything.
funny you should mention that. Danielle, your cards are saying that, yes, your academic pursuits are very important to you, and she's very committed to them. This is not a dummy. She is very bright.
Yes.
Yay!
It has a lot of talent. And is going to get, you're going to get busy and I could see her going all the way, and maybe you haven't even decided this yet, but I could see masters and a PhD down the road.
Oh, wow.
You. But
amazing. Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, you will do it. There's no doubt in my mind. Little steps turn into giant strides. So
yes,
just
I'm so
bear that in mind.
excited. I'm ready to
Also
transfer.
seeing.
I'm really excited.
Go ahead. Did I miss something? I'm sorry. Were you speaking?
Oh, no, I was just saying very excited.
Yay! We're excited for you. This is great.
At the same time, though, I am seeing her evolving as years. It's going to take a few years. But, Danielle, I see you evolving into becoming quite a homemaker, a wife, a mother. And she is not necessarily going to be, not that this is bad, folks, please, don't think I'm being judgy here, but I don't think she's going to be the kind of mother that gives birth to a baby, and as so many of our military personnel in this country have to do, right away you have to shuffle that child off to daycare to get out there and, serve your country. But I do feel that she will find a way to balance everything beautifully.
Of course, I always try to make things work.
And you should consider that to be a real, that's not just a talent, but a skill. And Lauren's very much like you. She is the thing is, she's really organized and really creative, but she reminds me of being Miss Disorganization, too. The old Peanuts comic strip with Pigpen. Not that you have bad hygiene by any means. I mean, all this stuff is around her. She's got a project here and one over there.
Yes.
She's winning awards as a hairdresser, and yet she's not going in one direction. She's going in 10.
Yes, that's how I feel like.
Now, for Danielle, she's going to really be able to organize her life. And right now, it may not seem like marriage is in the cards, but it is. It's just going, what I love about them is they're not rushing somewhere. They're having little lunches. They're watching TV. They're doing little things together.
They're really getting to know each other.
They are.
I like that.
That is
yes,
awesome.
we're supposed to have a date night tonight, movie night at his place.
That's right. It's still kind of early there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think he's loving your attention. He's really getting comfortable with you.
Good.
This guy was so insecure in the beginning. He had to drink to be comfortable with her.
I've been here since the beginning.
That's right.
It's been a long time coming.
So, Danielle, you hang in there. Things look good.
Yay.
All right. And we're going to wait.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. We look forward to hearing from you next week.
Have a wonderful date night.
Yes.
Thank you. Y'all have a good weekend.
All right.
Till next time.
I will.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Oh, I love when we hear from her.
I love Danielle.
Now we're going up north.
Yes, to Canada. Hello, Jill. How are you doing?
Oh, Jill.
I'm doing good.
Hey, Jill. How are things in Canada this evening?
Oh, not too bad. Nice weather.
Wonderful.
What part of Canada are you in?
Ontario.
Oh,
Ontario.
no, I was born.
That's north of Minnesota.
Yeah, I was born and raised in northern Minnesota. We often went up to Thunder Bay, Winnipeg, up in there. Oh, Canada's gorgeous.
You don't need to go
It's
to
absolutely gorgeous. So, let's see what's in the cards for you this evening. Can you tell me what's on your mind?
No, just an overall checkup.
Well, I'm sorry, she got garbled.
Breaking up.
Can you repeat that?
An overall checkup.
Oh, dear.
Hmm?
Do we have a speakerphone thing going?
Yeah, are you on speaker?
No, just an overall checkup.
Maybe it's just
An old Wi-Fi hookup or an old... Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about what your card reading, what you want it to be about?
Just Health and family.
Health and family.
All
okay,
right.
Jill, we
Sounds
will
good.
get right on that.
Are you married? Do you have children?
Yes, I have children. I have 2 girls.
Aw.
How old are they?
They're teens now. They're 25 and 19.
Oh, wow.
Oh, very nice.
Well, I had 5 boys trying to get a girl. Now I find my sons are all getting married and whatnot, and what am I getting? All kinds of granddaughters. So, it's wonderful that way.
That's what you get.
Okay, now about health. Do you have concerns?
I'm just getting over some heart issues. So
From
heart issues.
Oh, well, I can relate. I have those too. It runs in my family.
Yeah.
So now just bear in mind, I can't give you any medical advice, a prognosis, or anything like that. The internet gods would scream, and probably the radio station wouldn't be real happy either. We're not credentialed for that, but we have a very nice workaround where we can tell you about the atmosphere of your situation intuitively.
Okay.
I'll take a look for you. Now, Lauren's going to chat with you for a couple minutes so I can lay your cards out.
Okay.
So Jill, things are warming up there. Are you looking forward to the summer?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Nicer weather.
Is there anything in particular? Do you have any travel plans? Anything exciting coming up for you?
No.
No?
No, just taking it easy.
You should come to Virginia. We have flowers blooming all year round.
And it's getting warmer this week.
Yes.
We're going to get up to 70, and then who knows what's happening
Won't be long
next
for
week.
we'll have heat in excess of 120.
And then
I
we'll
will
all
be
be
excited.
complaining.
We'll all be suffering.
I will be happy. I'm tired of wearing sweatshirts.
Be happy until you get your power bill.
Nope. I like the power barrel in the summer.
Okay,
All right,
let's see what we got here. Were you saying something, Jill?
No, I was just listening to you guys.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'd like to tell you that I'm seeing a real nice upswing coming for you I'm hearing June. June is going to be a earmarked month for you in many ways. And I realize that you've had a tough walk with her health, and it has brought to mind many worries for you. Now, here's the thing. I want you to know that what I'm seeing surrounding you as the atmosphere around these issues that you've had with heart is it can only get better, okay? I'm seeing a very bright sun around you. It's filled with joy, happiness, doing fun things, and trying to put all that worry behind you. Thing is, and listen, I'm a big-time worrier. I wake up in the middle of the night to worry, and it gets you nowhere. It just wastes energy, and it tears down on your spirit.
Absolutely.
So what we have to do is try to replace worry with hope and promise.
Yes.
And ask the higher power, the universe, whichever direction you go spiritually, say, I know there is nothing but happiness and joy for me coming. I'm going to feel better than I ever have. And put that out there instead of saying, I want to feel better, or I hope I can. You want to say, I know. Right?
Okay.
That will utilize the power of the law of attraction.
Yes.
Because whatever you send out gets mirrored and sent back to you. And please do try not to worry. It can be quite an epiphany, and not always a good one, when you have a scary health situation.
Well, I think of us all as like cars. Like, we are going to break down in some way or another, throughout the years. But there's no reason to worry more unnecessarily than you have to. We have to take each situation as it comes, be positive, work through it, and keep ourselves healthy to the best of our ability. And
Oh, sorry about that. It's Take Your Dog to Work Day.
I thought we were getting a new co-host.
We had a bunch of dogs floating in and out of here today, so there still are a few stragglers. Anyway, Jill, are you working?
No.
Okay. Do you involve yourself in some, say, really creative hobbies or pastimes?
Not right now. I can't do anything right now. I need to heal.
Eventually you will, okay?
Okay.
And that is going to be really healing also. Even if it's just reading a good how-to book, those are the one I love those. And one of our audience members here, she has given me books to read. The one about the shoes, what was that one called again?
In Her
Shoes. Fabulous
Yes.
book, and I never
Candace,
had time to read.
Or I think
Wiener.
I don't know her
Something
name.
Wiener.
But it was
Yes.
it made into a movie. Just
Jennifer,
good
yes.
movies that were turned into books. Those are always good things to have.
Study lots of relaxation techniques. You know, these are so healing.
Yeah.
And
Keep your spirit up.
and as for family, you know, you're a central figure and the most energetic part of your family, and they look to you, I feel. So what you got to do is show them your inspirational side.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm telling you, I've seen you walking a path, and there's all sorts of roses blooming along the way.
Ooh, I like
Yeah,
that.
I do too. So I hope, Jill, you'll call us again,
Mhm.
and we would love to. We'll give you more of a reading, okay?
Okay, hon. No problem. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
Bye bye
Jill.
now. Take care.
All right.
Jim, do you have any on Facebook Live for
I
us?
don't have any callers.
No, we do not.
No,
No.
just a couple people that want you to say their name.
But
That's
I
weird.
Say their name.
Yeah.
shout outs.
But like shout out
Okay.
to I don't know, this
Here.
person.
We can shout out. I'll do a shout out.
To Abley.
Who is that?
Abley is from the Gambia in
Aw.
Cool.
Yes, he is a fantastic young man. Takes good care of his family, and I feel honored and
How
blessed.
do you know him?
How? He just became a
Kind of a
friend of
long
mine.
story.
Yeah.
It's a long story, but
And-
it's
Yeah.
So,
Long
hey,
story, we
Abley.
have 14 minutes.
So, shout out for Abley. Yay!
Woo!
So I wanted to get back to our celebrity things, and you know who I'm worried about? Wendy Williams.
Oh, yes.
Can we do cards? I want to see if this road that she's on right now is going to get a little bit
Wendy Williams.
easier for her.
She's a talk show host.
Wendy Williams
the one
is a
with the 400,000 pound boobs.
Well,
She does have large breasted kisses, but Wendy is a talk show host, and
Yep.
she's married, and we knew that her husband was having an affair, but it turns out that he is having,
A
he had
baby.
a baby with the mistress, and there's a lot of talk about whether or not they're going to stay married. She's having some problems with sobriety, and I don't always agree with Wendy Williams, and I don't really watch her show a lot, but I feel like I want her
I
to
think
be
we
okay.
feel for her on a spiritual
Yeah,
female
she had
level.
some medical
Yeah.
issues a little while ago as well. So I did.
I mean,
heard about this.
he did the dirty on her.
I wish she would just leave him.
Well, it put her, I believe, into quite an emotional
Went from 6 to 9.
tailspin.
Well, I mean, the way that I feel about it is I feel like she wants to save face a little bit, but I feel like the only way to do that is you can't have the same relationship with somebody after they have a baby with somebody else. You're going to end up resenting them. You're going to end up having a really rocky marriage.
Well, and
after
her
that.
cards are indicating a tremendous amount of anguish and heartache and such a sense of despondency about the future. It's as if her whole world has crumbled.
Down. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is not just the death of her sense of faith and trust in that man, but it's also the death of her marriage.
Yes.
And she is appearing in this reading so depressed, so filled with angst, and that I am very concerned for her. I don't like the cards I'm seeing. They're filled with loss. They're filled with shame, which she has no reason to feel, and the sense of as if she's been gutted like an animal. So the road back for her, I think, is going to be a long and rough one. I do feel, though, it would be so beneficial for her to get back to work when she can, and to really try and beat that addictive nature that drove her to drink and possibly drugs. she's got a lot of love around her.
Yeah.
But her whole world has crashed.
Right.
Well, I'd like to send some well wishes, and I really hope that she does better this year, and I don't know. I just really I feel bad for her. I do.
That's good. I do feel though this husband truly loves her. He's made a horrendous mistake, but her healing move is going to be to cut that part off of her like a snake.
You have to. You can't. I don't know. I just think I see grumpy couples in stores sometimes, and I feel like 30 years ago, something happened, and I never want to be in a relationship like that. Like I never want to be come hold the door for me. Why'd you have to have an affair with Dolores 30 years ago?
And back then, the best revenge was staying married and making that person suffer for life. We have a lady in the wings.
Nice.
Barbara from Washington.
I was hoping she was going to be getting through. Woo-hoo!
Yes, Barbara.
Hi.
Hello there. How are you?
I'm good. All of a sudden, work is just booming. It's exploding, and it's exciting.
Well, that's wonderful. I think your readings have always showed that you were going to have this wonderful
influx.
Influx.
An influx. I like that. Influx.
Yes.
Thank you.
And Rich comes home late tomorrow night, so I'll finally see him on Sunday.
Oh, that's wonderful. So what is your question for us this evening?
So my question is, so he's coming home and he'll be here maybe for a couple weeks, and then he has to leave again for 6 weeks.
Oh, well, better than a couple of days, right?
Will he make a decision towards relationship before the next trip?
A decision as far as a commitment to a relationship?
I love that.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we're laying out your cards. We're all breathless here. And Lauren's holding her breath.
Okay, I won't do that anymore.
You might fall off the chair.
I don't think my cheeks need to get any fatter.
All right. It's got to be pretty exciting for you, all this business and your man coming back.
Yes.
They do say absence makes the heart grow fonder.
I was going to say that.
And look at our military members who deploy regularly. Boy, you can really make a lot of use out of that time apart.
I was going to ask, has there been more intimacy between the two of you, more affection?
There's
about what we talked about last time, what you maybe were to send him some things and talk to him about some things.
Hug. It's only a quick kiss on the lips, but always amazing hug.
Okay.
Well, my perception is he's coming home, and because how long have you been apart now?
2 weeks.
Well, he's back, kind of slid backward a little bit where he's scared again, a little bit. He's, for some reason, he expects you to be angry with him over something, and I think it's in his own imagination that he's creating that. This could be pertaining to the having to go for 6 more weeks. But the best relationships can survive just about everything.
Yeah.
Well, we have so far.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think he's going to just need a lot of confirmation from you that your heart is still in the right place, that you've missed him desperately. I think the more you lavish that kind of sentiment on him,
make a big deal about him coming back.
I would too.
Big deal,
and it'll tickle him to death,
nothing under the raincoat type of thing. Honey, I'm so glad you're home.
I was thinking flashing him. I was thinking
maybe
just if you're not ready for both nipples, just just one. Just Lauren.
What, flash
welcome home.
Flash a boob.
Just one breast.
Well,
You don't want
twins, so
two breasts.
What if she has to pick him up from the place? We don't want him to do that.
Flashing your best breast.
That's true.
Or maybe just show some leg. Come on, people. Gracious.
So you got to go in there a little
What
bit.
about the clam?
No.
Okay.
No, that you got, no.
Well,
That's
you said
too
flash.
far.
You said flash.
Jeez Louise. No, you gotta just one breast, you know.
See, you
Two
guys,
breasts are too forward.
too many of you men want women to just be raving sluts.
No,
One
you
breast.
shouldn't. You do that. No, you gotta do one breast, okay?
She's not seeing that.
And then no, that comes later. The lady.
'Cause some guys are different. Yeah.
You.
Shush now.
It's called her.
Peanut gallery. Go away.
It's the
Great.
flower. The
That'd be
flower.
great if
Right.
some guys did
You
stuff
have
like
to
that.
bloom later on. You can't just bloom right
give
away.
Them, don't give them all of it, too much.
Yeah, just one breast at a time, I would say. And you want to mix it up too. You don't want to go one breast right after the other. Like
How do you
one
decide?
breast.
How do you
You're
decide?
laughing. I love it.
Left or right-handed
everybody
or
has.
The
right-handed?
No,
left,
you have,
Is
the
he married?
left
You go by your
is
ring
close.
fingers,
Your
you go
left
left or
arm
right?
is closest
First
to your
two
heart,
parts.
so I would start with the left.
Your heart's
Oh, no,
in the-
you gotta-
your heart's the damn
you-
middle of your body.
no, you got to ask a good friend and show
Let's
them
get
the
one arm longer than
goodies.
the other. Of course, you could have one boob longer than the
You-
other too.
No, hold
so
on,
the
guys.
reason-
I have this down to a sign. You have to ask one of your best friends.
But-
They have to see your breast, and you have to say, "Look here, give it to me straight. Which one is the good breast?"
Because
And they'll
they
let
are
you know.
not
Well,
exactly
they're
You're
not
not
alike.
getting
saying-
information.
not saying that one's
size
terrible.
smaller than the other.
Barbara, I'm fully
Right.
confident
Right.
that both of your breasts are great.
I think somebody
But
probably
you
needs to
just
read
want
it.
to know which one is, like the good side.
I'm
That,
a
you
breast
know, which one's.
cancer survivor, and so there is only one breast.
Oh, that's right.
What's that?
She only
Yeah.
has one breast.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
then
That's
you don't
the
have, You don't
one.
have to decide.
Here's what I
Yeah.
perceive, aside from all this.
And he's
Quality
fully
here.
accepting. He
I am
knows
perceiving
my
that
entire
he's getting
history.
really close to wanting to stay overnight with you at your house.
Yeah,
How do
I'd
you
rather
feel
go
about
with his, but
That's what she wants, right?
Well, yeah, that's what
we
you
live
want,
only-
right?
we only live a mile apart.
So
Wow.
he needs to come into town, come into port, as we
Basically.
say.
I'm joking, Barbara, but I do think it might be hard, to be a little bit forward. But it sounds like it's been a long courtship, and I think for you to get what you want out of this relationship, and maybe Deb might disagree with me. And I'm not saying to go willy-nilly and throw yourself at him, but obviously you like him. You've been thinking
Yeah.
a lot about it.
And what would be
And-
wrong with a nice little sleepover
Yes.
without all that heavy breathing?
Right.
Yes. So that's what you ultimately want, right, Barbara?
And the happily ever after.
Of course. But you want to happily right now a little bit,
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think if you throw him just a little bit of sugar, it's going to
Just
go a long
taste,
way.
just
Yes.
answer the door
Well,
in the trench coat. I
Give
think it's
him-
perfect.
Give him a nice little back massage. He'd love that.
Oh, he
Ask
gets-
about,
he gets little-
how
little
was your
tidbits,
time away, whatever,
Yeah. Maybe rub some lotion into his feet.
Happy ending.
Yes.
Oh,
I'll write a book. It's going to be called The Sassy Summer of Barbara from Washington.
Oh my gosh, people, have we had fun with all of you tonight? And we hope you've enjoyed your insights. Barbara, we want a full report
yes, we need to know what
next
happened.
week.
Dears.
Yes.
We'll talk soon.
We would
Bye.
love to hear from you and all of you. I mean, see, the reading process is basically painless. Some people fear the future. The thing is, once you command that future, once you're able to wield power, boy, you never want to feel that helpless ever again. So it's been a pleasure. I hope we've enhanced your Friday afternoon/evening.
Right.
We hope all of you are safe and well. And
I was doing some music. That was our club music. All right, I'm done. Okay.
And we hope that you'll join us again
That one
next week. We are here Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. I always pause there.
It's okay.
So you can catch us during the week by shooting a message to us on our Facebook page, The Psychic Love Doctor Show. And with that, I think we have to bid you adieu. And we have to wait to see you next week. Thanks all. We love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
To the Psychic Love Doctor Show. Join us every Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific Time for the Psychic Love Doctor Show right here at KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.
Attention business owners, you and your customers are listening to this commercial